What's up guys, my name's Matt and today I'm going to be bringing you another video. Today is going to be talking about everybody's hype clout brand right now, Gucci. Let's get into it. So, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by my first Saturday upload. There'll probably be more of them in the future, but this will be the first one to kind of start off March on a roll, just with being new to YouTube and being new to just video creation in this form, and even just having to see myself on camera, which is weird because I'm usually the one behind the camera and filming everybody else. I'm not usually the one that's like talking or in front of a camera. It was difficult for me to like start doing it, but now doing it more and more, it's definitely become a little bit easier. I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support in every video. Even just hitting a few hundred views on one of my videos was super inspiring for me. And I just hope that you guys are loving the content we're pushing out. Now let's get into the reason why you clicked on this video. Now is to figure out, is Gucci worth it? Is this guy just flexing his Gucci because it's like, oh, that's a cool thing to do? In reality, you don't know. I just want to make sure people are making informed decisions when they're spending a lot of money on these expensive items. Now, the first thing is always like, where should you be buying Gucci? So the best place, in my opinion, is to buy Gucci is anywhere you can buy it used and you know it's authentic. I think the main issue with Gucci in general is the fact that the retail prices are so gosh dang high. And mind you, I've paid for one of my Gucci items, I paid full price for it. It's definitely been worth it for me, but if you want to look at it from the standpoint of most people, it probably won't be worth it. So I've been to the Gucci store a few times. I felt a few things in there. I think the main thing for me that I've always loved for them are their leather goods and their like canvas goods with the monogram logos on it. And that's like one thing that they're known for. I think that one thing you need to look out for these brands is, what are these brands known for? Are they known for their shoes? Are they known for the hype? Are they known for their leather goods? I think some people forget that and they just go for the brand, whereas you should almost just be going for the quality. Now, the one thing that I've honestly never thought was worth it are the shirts, hoodies. I think paying $600 for any item like that, or even like $1,000 for some of them, is just asinine. I don't think that anybody should be doing it unless you're rich and loaded and you have all that expendable income. By all means, do what you want. If you need to flex on them haters, you go right ahead and do that. I just don't think it's worth it. First of all, if you're a working class person, if you have rent to pay, like $2,000 on a hoodie just seems insane when you consider you can pay for rent in California with that money. Yeah, just insane. Now, the outlet stores. I think it's one thing that everybody's like, oh man, the quality is gonna go way downhill. Oh man, it's made for outlets. I think one thing to remind yourself with a lot of the luxury brands is they still want to uphold their quality. I think a lot of times with these designer outlet stores like Gucci, like a Prada one there too, is there's a lot of older models there that you might not find at the normal Prada store, the normal Gucci store, or the normal Balenciaga store. All these stores are catered, and it's like a lot of past seasons items. So you're probably not going to be seeing triple S's or speed runners at these stores, or you're gonna see the very, very unpopular ones that nobody wants, and there's probably a really good reason why nobody wants them. But sometimes you'll find B stock, and a lot of times with B stock goods is there'll be a stitching issue on it. There'll be something that's like very minor, and they're not going to sell it at that price point because people from Gucci, people from all of that, they don't want you buying the products if they have like a stitching imperfection. Now, it might sound funny, but even when I was at the Coach outlet store, one of the ladies was very adamant on me buying a bag that had no stitching issues whatsoever. And even that minor thing of her teaching me, like, hey, look out, like literally look at all the stitches all the way around the bag. If you're buying something that's $100 even more, you should be looking out for that stuff, because if it's bad, then it's just going to deteriorate faster. So I think that's something to keep in mind with some of these items from like a Gucci or Prada, is either be last season's or the prior seasons or even like a few seasons ago stuff, which isn't always bad, or they'll be B stock, or sometimes they will be made for outlet, and you just need to know what is a mainline item and what is a made for Gucci outlet item. The one thing I did buy from the Gucci outlet were these like Panther high, and I think retail these go for around $700, $800, which is crazy for like what is essentially a leather Converse. For me, I really love this like Panther looking thing. You won't be able to tell on this too well, but I think why this was there was the eyes weren't really showing on this, and on the inside a little bit you might be able to see that there's a stitch. So there's one stitch that was out that isn't going to fly at the Gucci store, and the box is completely like tattered apart. But these were a quarter of the price of retail, which, I mean, that's up to you if you think that's worth it or not. For me, it was definitely worth it at the time. Now looking back on the wear of these haven't worn in super well compared to other shoes that I have. Like the heel drag area, it's pretty bad. I don't know if it's worth even the price I paid for them, but if you just love the design, if you love this look, this kind of tacky cat, I think it goes perfectly with my wardrobe because it's just black and it just it's seamless. I really love the fact it's all leather, like even the fact that there's hardly any like creasing on this. I say hardly, there's definitely creasing. It's honestly a really well made shoe, just some slight imperfections out of the box that I was completely okay with dealing with. Now the only one item that I've bought from the mainline stores was a wallet. So this is my Gucci wallet. I'd gotten it after basically a year of hard work at my job. I had gotten promoted 2 times, and it was something that I want to remember the year by. And just because of how good of a year I had personally with that, and it was just some way that I could remind myself of, hey, like, you need to keep pushing more and more and more at this. Not all things in life are going to come to you. You need to go work for it. And I think that's something in life I live by, and this wallet helps me remind me of it. Now, this wallet was also extremely expensive. I paid full retail for it. So there was one thing for me at the time, and this is still one of the more expensive items I've bought, was that I was going to carry it around every single day for years. It wasn't going to be something that I put on once like this, or a pair of shoes and have a rotation. This is going to be my main item that I use every single day, and honestly, it's been one of my favorite things to just look at, because for me, every time I look at it, it reminds me of the hard work I've put in and that the work that I still need to do. And a little bit when you're paying, sometimes that gets a little obnoxious when it's like, oh, look at my wallet, which at first I thought would be kind of cool, because then everybody's like, oh, look at the wallet. But now I'm like, I really sometimes don't want to pull out my wallet in certain areas because of that, so I kind of turn it around to where it's just plain black. My only gripe with this is that my money kind of sticks out a little bit, but if you don't carry cash, it probably won't be an issue. I think the main question comes down, is Gucci worth it for most people? And that's a no. Gucci isn't worth it unless you can really buy at a discount, and even sometimes then it's not going to be worth it. At the outlet, you might be able to find a wallet for like 100, 150, 200. I think the mainline ones that didn't sell, like the canvas material, not out of like a leather, go for around like 200 to 250. And if that's worth it to you, by all means go do it. For me, I wanted an all leather one, so it didn't really make too much sense for me to go that route, but by all means, you do what you need to do. I would definitely go look at the outlets if you wanted to. You just want a little look. I think it's just worth looking there for a shop. There's clothing there, there's bags there. There's like everything you could think about Gucci is most likely there. It just probably won't be this season's. The Cabazon Outlet has like Prada, has Burberry, but they have like a lot of other brands there. They even have Barney's warehouse store there that has some decent items. But I think it's just good if you're in that like Palm Springs area, just go check it out. You never know, you can find it, some of them. But yeah, this will probably be my last like worth it video for a while. I think I said in my Rick Owens one that was gonna be my last one, but I think this is the last one that I had planned. If I ever get other brands in the future, I'll be sure to bring it on and kind of push it through. But this was just to let you know of like what actual thoughts I have, and from a person who's bought this stuff, and look for the best deals on it. This whole series is just around helping people know if the products that you see all these celebrities wearing are actually worth it, or only worth it if you're making millions. And Gucci is definitely one of those brands where like this wallet is held up. Shoes haven't held up nearly as well as like a pair of Rick Owens that I spent similar prices on. It's definitely something for me. It's not worth it, but like always, it's up to you if you want to pay that. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. If you have any experiences with Gucci or any other luxury brands that you think are better than Gucci. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. If you have anything to add to this conversation, please leave it in the comments below. I'm reading every comment, and I always love to spark up a conversation with you guys just about like the worth it, how things might fit with different brands. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. If you like what you saw here, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.